This week's Torah portion is called Shemot, which means names. It's also the name of the second book of Torah, which in English is called Exodus. The Torah portion opens with the names of the 70 members of Israel's family who went down to Egypt. Conspicuously, one of the names is missing from each of these lists of 70 names. According to Jewish tradition, the 70th person is Yocheved, who is the mother of Moshe. It begs the question why her name has seemingly been erased from this list of 70 names. As we wrestle with this question, we will also discuss the government's role in parental alienation. Israel has quickly transformed from a family of 70 into a population of millions in Egypt. Paro feels threatened by this population boom and issues a decree to murder all baby boys born to the Israelites. In the middle of the saga is Yocheved, who is the mother of Miriam and Aharon and is pregnant with Moshe. Not only does Paro's genocidal policy target Israeli boys in general, it's specifically designed to target Yocheved's newborn son. Under unimaginable duress, Yocheved must give up custody of her son in order to save his life. She sends Miriam to put the baby in a basket in the Nile River. It's a desperate attempt to save his life. Paro's daughter finds the baby and adopts him as her own son. She names him Moshe and lets Miriam take him back to Yocheved to nurse him. However, she must give up custody back to Paro's daughter after the boy has been weaned. There he will be raised in the home of the alienators, while Yocheved's name will be quashed as his mother. This situation strikes me as a case of parental alienation. However, it does not involve a divorce conflict between a custodial parent and a non-custodial parent. Instead, it raises the issue of the government's role in causing parental alienation. While no government in the world is blameless when it comes to faulty policies that cause parental alienation, I will focus on a specific infamous incident in Israeli history: the Yemenite children. In the 1950s, David Ben-Gurion's Labor Party controlled the Israeli government. They had to absorb over 1 million Jewish refugees from surrounding Muslim countries. Among these were thousands of refugees from Yemen. These refugees oftentimes complained of racist policies that oppressed rather than helped dark-skinned refugees. One of the most infamous and egregious of these allegations was the disappearance of newborn babies who were born to Jewish refugees from Yemen. Yemenite Jewish women who gave birth in Israeli hospitals were discharged from maternity wards without their newborn babies. The social workers claimed that the babies had died but didn't turn their bodies over to the family for burial. The Yemenite community accused Israeli welfare officials of selling the babies to wealthy Ashkenazi families. Meanwhile, the Israeli government attempted to sweep the controversy under the carpet. However, the incident, popularly known as the Yemenite children, remains a sensitive issue for Israelis. To this day, the Israeli government has failed to provide an answer that provides any real closure for the Yemenite Jews. Yocheved's pain as a mother erased from her son's life by the government echoes through the centuries. As I said before, no government in the world is blameless when it comes to faulty policies that cause parental alienation. However, Israel's Yemenite children incident sets an especially dangerous precedent not only for Yemenite Jews but for all Israeli families. It places government-appointed social workers above the law in an area of civilians' lives that's most important to them: their children. Granting judicial immunity to court-appointed social workers opens Pandora's box for corrupt bureaucrats to ruin the lives of vulnerable populations without accountability. It also ties the hands of vulnerable citizens from demanding justice for their families. It opens the door for corrupt welfare professionals to swoop into maternity wards and take babies away from their mothers for no valid reasons. This is a recipe for parental alienation without accountability from those in power. Next week's Torah portion is called Vayera, and it will focus on Moshe as an adult who must confront the same governmental powers that alienated him from his biological family. Will he succeed in persuading the government to change voluntarily?